everyone. I was looking around on YouTube and I found that there weren't a lot of videos and things like that that covered the history and the lore of the Paizo Pathfinder universe. And that's a real draw to me. I like the lore of things. I like to know which event happened here and which god is responsible for this and all this different type of stuff. So what I'm pleased to announce is that DawnForgeCast has given me the go-ahead to do a series of videos. These videos are going to cover the Pathfinder Deities. We're going to be using this book here, the Inner Sea Gods Guide. I really like this book. I just got it recently. Now, as many of you know, I play Hragon, Marblehull, the Mountain Hall clan, in the Crucible of Champions here on DawnForgeCast. Hragon is the Paladin Stonelord of Torag and the Dwarven Deities. This book helped me better understand a little bit about Hragon and get more into the character and understand in his mindset because of the teachings that he's had under Torag and the other Dwarven Deities. And I think this really helped me get a better fleshing out of him on a few details. And I thought, well, why don't we do that for all the deities? Because there's a little bit of a misconception in Pathfinder about the deities and about, oh, deities aren't important. Well, they are important in your campaign if you make them important. It's kind of a shallow campaign setting if you don't have an idea of where all these different clerics are getting their powers from and how they should act and all those different things. It can really boost the RP and immersion without having to do a lot of extra research. So what we're going to do is have a series of videos about these deities. Now, these videos are not going to be about the mechanics of the deities, different boons that they can get. There's new prestige classes listed in this book. We're not going to be covering those. We're not going to be covering the new prestige classes of Exalted, Sentinel, or Evangelist. We're not going to be specifically going over the monsters that are listed and creatures that are listed as harbingers and allies of the specific deities either. There's things in the book that we're not going to cover. What we are going to cover are core deities, other deities. And these other deities include specific ethnic deities like for dwarves, elves, men, halflings, gnomes, half-orcs. Lesser known deities, demigods, outer gods, forgotten deities, and dead deities. Now this sounds like a lot to cover, but that's okay. We're just going to take the RP important stuff, the stuff that's going to make a difference in the role play of your game. Again, we're not focusing on mechanics here. It's just about the RP quality and immersion quality of your game. As I've said before, the role play ability of a character goes up when you get in their mindset. Most of these characters, because gods walk among them, are going to have an understanding of the gods. And we'll talk about that in our introductory video to understanding the gods of the Pathfinder universe and the deities of that universe. Now let's be clear here. This is a game. These are all made-up things. Looking at this book and studying it is no different to me than studying Greek mythology, Roman mythology, or Norse mythology, or Native American mythology. I want to touch on that because sometimes when you're talking about that in a game, people get offended. These things aren't real. Understanding these things just help us play our characters better. And playing our characters better helps us understand ourselves better. I say this because my faith is very important to me. I am a Christian and a preacher, but I can study these things because I treat them like Norse or Greek or Native American mythology, because I understand that they're not real, because I take it as a game, as a hobby, as a toy. When it comes to real life, you can keep these things totally separate. So for all of you parents out there, or for people out there that just don't know if they should play a cleric because they have to play some kind of devotion to a different god, or a paladin even because they have to say that if they RP it out, they have to say a certain thing to a god that's not real. Well, you're exactly right, they're not real. It's just a game. You're not really praying to that. So, that's just my little spiel on that. Don't shy away from playing religious characters, even if you yourself aren't religious. An atheist can play a religious character. In short, I hope you enjoy these videos to help you better role-play your characters, have fun, and as always, have a great day, God bless, and enjoy.